friends, I'm Jody. Welcome back to This Beaded Life. Do not mind the cat scratch on my chin. Marmalade thought I should get up earlier than what my alarm said. So, yeah. Anyway, he's old. I'll forgive him for it. It's fine. So today we're going to do something a little different, and I'm hoping you guys are going to think this is fun and informative. But we are going to play with brios and daggers and things like that. So I went through and I got my stuff out. I think I have some other things here and there though that I might want to pull out. But we're going to take a look at it, take a look at some of the different styles, and we're going to make something. I don't know what yet, but we're going to make something. So hold on one moment and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I brought out, I think I got most of my collection of brios and such. There might be some that are just kind of scattered throughout. You will find a lot of different shapes and varieties. Like let's look at daggers for a second. So we have daggers here, and I'm just gonna get out a head pin or an eye pin real quick here. Okay, I've gotten out any, well, here's a piece of wire. Let's use this piece of wire. So let's look at the dagger type. So we have this dagger. Most of them you find are drilled like this, side to side through the top. We have like little baby mini daggers, which are really cute. Whoops. We have some that are some fire polished check glass, which are really pretty, drilled the same way as that blue one. And then you might even have some that have like a pattern to them, like these have a feather pattern and they're kind of curved. So these are really pretty. Goodness, where is it? There it is. So these are just some examples of dagger beads. And these can be used in so many ways. If you have a jump ring that they can fit through the hole, you can jump ring them, you can wire wrap them, you can just string them. There's so many different options for those. And they're really a lot of fun. I've made different pieces of jewelry in the past with them, mostly necklaces because I like the way they look on a necklace. Next we have some like your traditional brio shape. They're like more of like the rounded bottom. So they look like this. And those come in all different sizes and colors, just so many. Like here's a teeny little baby one. Here's some that is like a frosted glass. We have some that are opaque. These can also come in gemstone. So that's just a little variety right there of what those look like. Those you can also just string, or you can wire wrap them, whatever you choose. Sometimes they get really fancy and you get a brio that is faceted like this one, or like this one. And they're drilled at the top. These are also great to wire wrap. Very, very pretty. With the little crystal ones though, like this, they have that little pointy top. When you do wire wrap it, you just want to be super duper careful because you can break the tips pretty easily if you are like herky and jerky about it. Okay, so let's look at some pear brios. So we have pear brios and they are shaped like a pear. So that's why they're called pear brios. Ones that are like this, I still call them pear brios, but a lot of people call them heart brios because they're a little bit squattier. But they're more of like a pear brio to me. Here's another version of a pear brio. These are some of my favorites. I've had them forever. I keep hoarding them instead of making something with them. But these are almost more center drilled. So these are actually really cool. Like if you wanted to put them on a bracelet like this, it would look really, really cool. So those are some other ones. And then we also have like more of your others. They like fall in like other categories. So like these are like a petal. These are a petal brio too because they're kind of curved a little bit on one side. Really, really pretty. And then you have your leaves. So those are all considered like kind of like a brio or a drop or, you know, something like that. But then here's another one. all kinds of different ones. So really fun. And you really can do quite a bit of different things with these. So let's go ahead and make some stuff, right? I want to make some things, but I also want to show you all the different possibilities of things that you can do. So I think what I would like to do is we'll just pick a couple things, make a couple pieces of jewelry, and just show you some different ways to do some things. So I have been eyeballing these for like ever, and they've just been sitting in here, and I really kind of need them. I wonder what these look like with that. Oh, actually, you know what? That looks pretty darn good, I think. I like that together. I think this would make a cute pair of earrings. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get some wire. I'm gonna use some fine gauge wire, and we are going to do some wire wrapping, and we are going to make some dangly earrings. But I wanna have all these together. Let's say I have 5 and 5 and 2 and 2, that'll be perfect. All right, hold on one second, guys. I'm gonna get some supplies and I'll be right back. Okay, I have some gold wire here, and this is German style wire, so it's going to be a little bit stiffer. That one's a different color. I don't like that. Okay, I had a scrap in there. So they're going to be a lot more easy to wrap with, and they're going to fit through. I think they fit through most of these holes. Yeah, so we definitely want that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and straighten that out a little bit. If I can find my, oh, they're there. And we're going to want some round nose pliers. And what I'll do is I'll show you how to wire wrap on both styles. And then we will, I will do the rest off camera. And then we will come back and put together a pair of dangly earrings, okay? So I have my wire here, and this is a, did I get 20, yeah, this is a 24 gauge wire. Sorry, I had to think in my head for a minute. All right, so really all you need to do, and you can do this a couple different ways. So, and I'll do 2 different styles of what I do. So you can take your wire, put it through like this dagger here, and it's all gonna be basically the same thing. So you can keep it simple or you can do it ornate. So you're gonna bring both sides of your wire up to form like a triangle over top of your brio or your dagger, just like this. Okay, then you're gonna wanna come in with your pliers and just do a little bend to make your longest one stick straight up. All right, and then you can even take your short one and just bend it over like that, so that it forms like your little triangle, but this is crossing this one. Your short one's crossing your long one. And then you can just bring it through and just do a couple little wraps. All right, so like so, and then cut off what you don't need. Pinch down anything that is kind of sticking up there. Now you can do it like this, do your little loop, do just a couple little wraps down below and call it good, which is normally what I do because I actually don't mind the exposed wire here and here. I don't mind that. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're just going to do a wrapped loop. And we're going to close it up. Okay, so now you end up with like kind of a long neck on here. All right, so another thing you can do too is put like a spacer bead in there, and you'll have like a shorter little wrap here, a shorter little wrap there divided by a spacer bead. And I'll show you that too. So we can end this one here. Let's cut that off. And then let's squish down anything that we don't want sticking up there, like that little sharp piece of wire. Okay, like that. All right, let's do this little guy next. So this one I think can be a little more interesting because the way the wire is down here, like towards the middle. So this one we can do a little bit differently. It's still the same premise. So you're going to want to start out like this. All right, bring that one up. And I just typically use my fingers to like bend things where I want it. I'm kind of lazy like that. And then go ahead and wrap around just a couple times, just enough to secure it. So even maybe one time is fine. Okay, so you can go this far and do it this way with your little loop up here and end it. Or you can cut that off. Do your little loop. Okay, just squish that down. All right, and let's hang on to this. And just bring that wire around over top of your, what you already made, your little single wrap there. Straighten out your briolette so that it's lined up. And you might have to touch it more than once. This one we can come all the way down and cover it totally. Okay, so like this. And if your wire looks a little funky like mine does, that's okay. You can fix that. Not a big deal. Just use your hands. You can move that around. You can also use your pliers and manipulate how you want it. Kind of squish that over. And then you can end up with like a little wrapped briolette here. And you can go down much further if you like. You can absolutely do that. Let me just reach behind me and grab, maybe I have some spacer beads close by. I don't. All right, so I'm going to reach behind myself real quick. I'm going to grab just a little container of some spacer beads. And I will show you what I like to do with the spacer beads. Grab that. Okay, I just grabbed whatever I had in front of me, so I don't even really know. This is like a little spacer bead mix here that I have. Let's grab some of these. These are cute. And they have like the same colors in them. So we're going to grab some of those. And again, I just do the same thing. So I need my wire. We're just going to cut some off here because my wire's a mess. You guys, I am the worst for storing stuff. All right. So now let's go ahead and take one of these. Let's put this wire through there. Do the same thing. We're going to bring both sides up. You can hang on to your triangle if you want to, like this. And just wrap around a couple times. Or once is fine. And then trim that off. Goodness, I feel like I'm all fidgety today, you guys. Like my, whoop, that went flying. Okay. Squish down that little piece there. Stick on one of these little beads. When you see me do brios, this is how I normally do them because I actually really enjoy the exposed wire. And then I'm going to go right over top of my little bead there. And we're going to do our wire wrap loop. And just wrap it around and end at that bead. Okay? And then we can come in and we can trim that off like so. So here are some different ways to do these. So now I'm going to go ahead and go off camera. I'm going to whip these up real quick And then we're going to come back and we're going to do a pair of earrings. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I finished and I did the same things for each one. So like, you know, I have a couple here like this and I have a couple here like that. So I just kind of made sure they matched each other on that side. And then I grabbed a couple ear wires and a couple larger jump rings and some smaller ones. And I have more smaller ones here because we might need those too. So let me just grab my pliers here. And what we are creating is just kind of like a little bit of a drop scenario, you know, like just some dangly earrings, and not really quite sure how it's going to turn out, but we are going to see what we can do here. So like that. We may not even need the small ones. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. And then if we did another one, I'm just trying to put them together to see if I like them a certain way. So if we put that on there, I did this one on this side, and this one on this side. Okay, yeah, I think this is going to be just fine. This is going to be just fine. And you don't have to match it up perfectly. Honestly, you know, both sides, guys. I just kind of thought that, you know, I would try to get as close as I could, at least with the styles of them, how they are on the earring itself. I think it'll be okay no matter what, because they're all going to just kind of bunch up together. And I'm just taking my smallest jump ring, putting it on the top there. I'm just trying to even it out with what I have. And then we'll close that up. So it's like a little cluster drop earring. So that's what it's going to look like. Let's put it on our ear wire. I'm hanging it by the smallest jump ring. Sorry, I'm a little shaky today. I'm not sure why. I feel fine. I don't know what it is. So there is our cute little drop earrings. Very chunky. I'll try them on at the end so you guys can see what they look like. But let's go ahead and finish this one up, and then we'll move on to another quick little project here. And I think I really want to demo something on a bracelet. Like I think that it would be good to show like a bracelet, a necklace, earrings, you know, stuff like that all together. So, and they're not all going to be the same colors, but I just want to show you examples because I think it's fun to learn and experiment with different shapes and different things. And again, you may be an old hat at this, and you actually may have better ideas to do with brios than I do, but this is some of the stuff that I have done with things and with brios and such. And I just think that it makes it kind of easy, like to me. Like you can use them in an easy way, you know. And then that way, if you get them in like a box, or if you decide to order some, you have some ideas of what you can do with them. And really, honestly, just playing with them and trying them on different things, even if it's not like a permanent solution, is sometimes your best way to get a feel for something. And, you know, it doesn't hurt to just grab some stringing wire, string some stuff up and play around with it, and then go from there. And then I'll give you an idea of how some of these work. Get that closed all the way there. Boy, why is that one being a little bugger? There we go. Just lay that down for a sec. Open up our ear wire. Oh, that still isn't closed. Let me get in there and close that. And there we go. All right, here is our cute little pair of dangly earrings. And I think they're really, really pretty. The gold looks really good with that blue. But this is one thing that you can do. Okay, I'm going to pause this, clean up my wire mess, and I'm just gonna put it all off to the side in case we want to come back to it for any reason at all. And I'm gonna grab some more stringing material. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pick out our beads that we want to use, and we're going to make a bracelet. So let's take a look and see what we have. I kind of want to go with this green. Like, this green is beautiful, right? So let's pull out some of these. And this is going to be a stringing project. So we're going to string. And it's going to be fun. And I think we're going to go with this all green. Like, let's grab some light green leaves. Let's grab these. They have a little bit of a blue fire polish on them. Really, really pretty. Let's maybe even grab, you know what? I think we will grab, so I have some like little spacers in here and such. Let me, maybe we do, whoop. No, I don't want that. Maybe we throw in a little bit of blue with that, this deep blue color. Okay, let's grab that. Not sure if we're gonna use them or not, but we're gonna take a peek at them. All right, so we're gonna make our bracelet. And let's measure some bead stringing wire out. I'm using 7-strand bead-a-lon in satin silver because I have a ton of it and we're going to use it. So I have that. And then I also am going to grab one of my bead bugs as soon as I locate them. I'm not sure where they went. Oh, here they are, right in front of my face. So let's grab a little bead bug and put him on just so we don't lose it. Now, when you're stringing these, they can be a little bit different, like they sit differently, okay? So let's just put that one on first. Bring you in just a little bit. And then let's put another one on. Okay, and now you have an option. They can sit like this on your bracelet, which is really super cute, which I think we might do. Or you can put beads in between them. So let's do this like that. Let's do 2 more. Okay. So that will look really cute, like on a bracelet, right? We could probably do the whole thing like that. It'd be really adorable. Let's see if we put, let me see, I just want to try something here. Let's put on one of these little spacers and then one of these little leaves. And then let's do the other leaf. So it's like going in the opposite direction. Nope, I'm not a fan of that. That's okay. I think what we'll do is we'll make 2 bracelets. So we're going to do this one all like pretty much doing the same thing. So let me just string all of these on and then we'll play with the little brios. Okay, so now let's just flip them the way we want them to flip. Okay, so that's going to take up most of my wrist. I do want one more because I have a weird thing about them not being even. So let's grab one more. Put this one on. Let's put our leaves on. We have 2 leaves, one for each side. And we're just gonna have them do the same little flip thing. Just like that. Then we can put these on over here. And of course they're gonna flip around a little bit here and there, but it just they kind of like lay on top of each other a little bit, and when they flip around, and it's really cool looking. All right, so there's that. And then let's just kind of pick this up and see. Oh yeah, we've got some room. I wonder if I bring in some of those little white leaves. Let's check those out, because I have a few of those too. And these are really fun. I'm just gonna pull them all out because I have a bunch of them. There we go. And then let's just go ahead and see if we can get these just strung on just the way they are. See how they sit. Oh yeah, they sit perfectly. And we're just gonna do, I guess this is kind of like a little bit of a color block type situation here. So let's do that. There we go. And then let's try it on. Okay, yep, we have some room. We can do some spacers. So now let's just lay this back out again the way we had it. Because once we put our spacers on and start tightening up our strand, it will lay the way we want it to. So let's put on some of these blue ones, because I think these blue ones are really pretty. And I'll just add one more little piece of color to it. All right, I'm gonna measure this real quick and see where we're at. All right, it looks like I probably want to add, yeah, let's do 4 of the blue ones on this side, and then we can call it good. We'll crimp off one end, put our clasp on, and then crimp off the other end. There we go. Put the little blue guys off to the side. Who knows, we might use them again. I'm gonna grab a clasp. And we have a toggle here. This one looks like it'd be cute. Let's use that one. All right, now I have my crimps, which I'm using number 2 Beadalon crimp tubes. So I'm just gonna grab a couple of those. My crimping pliers. And then we're going to just put the crimp on one end and our one piece of our toggle, one half of our toggle onto. Let's put our crimp through, our tail through the crimp. And there we go. All right, and then we're going to just slide everything down, and we'll fix them if they flip-flop around, we'll fix them. All right. And our beads fit over our tail and our other strand, so that's perfect. Okay, it looks like all of our guys are laying the way we want them to, so that's good. And now we can put our crimp on. Put our other half of our toggle on. We're going to try to leave it laying flat just because it'll help our beads. And just, I want to slide this through a few of the beads real quick. And then let's pull on it let's just pull it straight down. This one you want to be somewhat stiffer because you don't want it to flop around too much, but you don't mind if it flops around a little bit, right? So we're leaving this one a little bit stiffer. There we go. There, now we got it. All right, now we can crimp that one. I hope you guys had a really great weekend. I feel like the weekend went by really, really fast. We had a lot going on. My mother-in-law will be in town tomorrow, coming up from South Carolina, to stay with us for a few days for Shane's grandma's funeral, and that's Wednesday, so I'll be off Wednesday. All right, so now here is the bracelet. It's a little bit big because I didn't measure it properly, but you get the idea. So it looks really cute like that. They just kind of like flip-flop around, and there's my little leaves. And see how they kind of like flip up a little bit? I just think it looks really cute. So there's that one. And then let's do something a little bit different. So we have that bracelet. It's going to be a little bit longer of a video, you guys, because we have, you know, all kinds of things to explore, all different kinds of fun stuff to explore. So let's grab this again, and let's do, we're going to do another bracelet, but this time we're going to use some spacers in between, just to kind of give it a different look. Let's do these because I absolutely love these. So let's do some of these. Got a bunch of those. Let's bring in some of these. Let's grab a couple of these little baby green ones. We might put the little baby green ones in between too. That would be cute. All right. And then I'm thinking we're going to want some spacers. So I think we have these that I think are really pretty. Let's put those back. These are like a little bit of like a green, like a green copper color. I just thought they would be really cute with that. So let's grab those. All right, and again, we're gonna do a bracelet. So let's measure some out. I'm saving my scraps because we'll use them. I'll probably make another pair of earrings or something with them later. All right, so let's take some of this off using the same wire. And then let's just kind of play around with this. So we know these will fit a little bit differently because of the way they are right here. So if we did like one of those, let's maybe throw on this little gold one here, like so, and maybe one of these little green ones, like that. That's going to be cute. So this could be kind of like a little bit of a focal here like this, if we did it this way. And then if we just did like spacers between the rest from going down, that would be really cute. So let's try that. Okay, so like that. And then let's do a spacer. On both sides. See, like that. That's going to be cute. All right, so let's do kind of another little bunch like that. I wonder how that would look. Let's do this green one. Let's do one of these turquoise ones. And then let's do one of these. And then another turquoise one. And then another green. And that. And then on this side, let's do another turquoise one because we have two more turquoise that we have. So we can do our little green one. Our turquoise. This little guy here. Oh. Our turquoise one. So we saw Rascal Flatts on Saturday night, which was great. I've always been a fan of them. And as a matter of fact, it's the song that I walked down the aisle when I married Shane was God Bless the Broken Road. And like, of course, when they sang that song, I got so emotional because, well, you love your spouse. I got just super duper emotional. All right, so now I think that we have that. I just kind of want to string these like with a spacer in between because these are really super cute and I'm so mad that I haven't used them in all these years. I think these are probably one of the first things that I bought on a whim from an Etsy shop because I thought they were really pretty. And then I just like never did anything with them. Like I think I made one pair of wire wrapped earrings with them, but then I did nothing with them after that because I just didn't want to use them. I was hoarding them. And yeah. Plus I kept feeling like, because I went through so much wire because my wire wrapping was like so terrible because I was learning it. And I kept watching the same tutorial over and over and over again to try to get better at it and just kept like stopping and rewinding. And I'm just like, and I think it was a Jewel School one that I watched like just over and over and over and over and over. Like insane. And there we go. All right, let's see how this one is. So I think maybe we'll stop at like just over 6 inches because this one I stopped at like 6.5 inches and my clasp ended up adding so much more. So I did not do that properly. I probably should use my, I don't know, bracelet mandrel. Anyway, like I've gone without one for so long that I actually forget that I have it. I sit here and it stares at me and I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. And it's already too late because I've already made the error. Put him on. Plus, I don't want to mess up what I got going on up here right now. Oops, that wasn't right. There we go. Okay, put my little spacer on the end here. There. I think we can add one more to each side. And then we can put our clasp on. There, at least that gives you an idea of how that looks. And let me just find a clasp real quick. Grab another silver one here. All right, we're gonna do a lobster clasp and a ring. There we go. I need 2 more crimp tubes. And let's just go ahead and start with one side. I'm picking it up. I have to. Oh yeah, I'm fine. Okay. See, I just can't help myself. I've got to pick it up just to make sure. All right. So let's put our crimp tube on here. Feed that through. See if that'll fit through there. Oh, it does. Good deal. But I want to trim a little tiny bit of that off, otherwise that spacer will set weird. There we go. Okay, and then we can just slide all that down. Put our other crimp tube on. And our little ring. And let's just throw that through here. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Okay. I thought maybe I forgot my crimps on this side. I thought maybe I lost my crimp inside my bead. All right, we crimp that one. Whoops, I missed it. There we go. I do it so fast anymore that I end up missing it sometimes. All right. So here is our other one, and I think this one turned out really, really cute too. See how much fun those bracelets end up being? They just give so much like interest, and they're really simple to make. I mean, it's really, really easy. All right, so next thing I want to do is I think we'll do a necklace, and we'll do like a choker. So let's put some of these away. We're not using these blue ones anymore. We're done with the blue. The gold ones we can put away. Yeah, we'll put those little green ones away. So this one, and it might not actually be a choker. It might be more of like, yeah, like a collar. And let's do a bunch of daggers. I want all the daggers. Let's do them all. And we are going to make this colorful and fun. So we even have like, well, that one's kind of a little weird oddball one. Let's not use these because those are like little one-offs. But let's use these. Oh, I have 2 little turquoise ones in there. We use the feathers. I think we could even use, well, if we have those 2, why don't we have these 2? I think we're even going to use the little baby daggers. We'll use some of them at least. And these, we're just going to string. We're just putting a bunch of stuff together and we're just going to string them right on. And I think it's going to look super cute. All right, so there we go. We have those. Then let's also, I think I want to keep these green spacers out because I really like that green with that. So let's just get more of those in case we want more. There we go. And honestly, like, so if we use some of those, And I kind of like these too. They're like deep teal color. That's really, really pretty. So let's bring some of those in here. I think those would be fun to use. Okay. All right, so now we're going to cut some more stringing wire real quick. I'm going to put it around my neck and see how much I want here. And I'll let you know like how much I'm cutting off for this. I'm going to wrap this up. All right, so let's measure this real quick. "24 inches is what I cut. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and start. I really would like to start with these leaves. And let's see, those are really, really pretty. So let's just start stringing those on. It looks like I have 2 that like are the goldish color and then 4 purple. So let's put the purple in the middle. And I want them all like facing the same way. So I want them to like all be, the curved side of this is on the same side. So I'm going to string these all on the same way. Okay, like so. And then let's do our gold one, or our fire polished gold one. Let's do a small spacer, one of these, and another small spacer. And let's start doing some of these. So I have this like silvery one. Let's use those at the last. So I want to use all these like electroplated ones first. So let's get on one. Two. Three. 4, 5. Let's do the same thing on this side. You know what? I don't think I'm a big fan of all that space in there. Let me rethink this for a second. I think if anything, I want to keep those off to the side. So let's maybe do, just to break it up, let's do one of these little red ones in here. And let's use those as like our spacers between, because I think that will just make more sense to me. Yeah, so if we use those, and then let's see how many of these do we have. There's 5 and 5, there's 2, 2, 2, 2, and 1 and 1. Okay, let's just go ahead and string these on. So we'll do 5. Then let's pick another little one. Let's do the green one here. Once you pick it up and like this, then your little spaces disappear on your wire. So when you have it laying down, it kind of looks like it's going to be a bunch of wire showing, but the minute you put it on, that wire just kind of disappears. Okay, we got 5 on here. And then we'll do the little green one again. We may not end up using these 2, which is fine. We don't have to use them all. And then 5 more. Okay, we got 5 there. Now let's do the 5 on this side. There we go. So when you pick it up, it's going to kind of do this number, right? It's going to be kind of flippy floppy, which is really cool. All right, so we have that. And then let's just do like one of these little tiny spacers here. And let's see what we have for our small little daggers. So we have, there's 4 green, 4 green. And a little extra. And then we have 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, so we have 6 red for each side. And for the silver, we have 2, we have 3. All right, so let's do it this way. Let's do a red, a green, a red, a silver, and then a red, a green, a red, let's do a silver, red, basically we're just kind of putting them on here now at this point. And let's do a green. And I'm going to copy the other side, just like this one. Okay. See, this is going to look like this. It's going to be kind of wild. All right, so now let's copy the other side. And I think maybe we'll do one more necklace, but it's going to be just on some chain, but we're going to do like a little wire wrap briolet, a big one. Just so you guys can see all the other options. Like maybe I'll dust off some crayon chain and bring that out. Or maybe we'll just make a pendant because, you know, a pendant you can string on anything. So maybe that's what we'll do. Just so you guys can see some different examples. That's all. That's all we're doing. have red and green again. And then red, green, red, silver. Oh, that may be out of order, but that's okay. We are just fine. Then, if anything, it'll just look more interesting, right? Green, red, and silver. All right. So I do kind of want them a little bunchy. So look at how they end up looking when they're all twisted up like that. All right, so now let's put on some of these spacers. So we have, let me get these out of the way. I have a bunch of these blue ones. So let's do a bunch of these. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I have more, so do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then let's do 5 of these little guys. On both sides. And I'll get out more of those deep teal. Some more of those out. Do 10 more of these. All right, so that's 9. We need one more. And there's 10. One, 2, 3, 4. There we go. All right, let me see where this is. I think what we might do is we might add a little bit of chain to the back of this. I kind of want to keep doing the beads. I really like a full beaded chain, so let's just keep doing the beads. All right, I'm going to pause this so you guys don't have to watch me like watching paint dry. And I'm going to finish beading this up, and then we'll be back and we'll finish it off, and we'll do one more little project and we'll call it good. And then if you guys have any other things that you want to see that involves briolettes and daggers and stuff, let me know in the comments, and then we can work on some more things. Okay, I finished stringing it. So now I have a couple of crimps here, and we're going to use a little toggle. And I got a lot of these things at various places, you guys. Just wherever you shop, look for briolette or look for dagger. Just put that in your search, and you'll find all kinds of options, I'm sure. So let's go ahead and put our crimp on and one side of our toggle. And like I said, you can find these in all kinds of material: glass, crystal, check glass, gemstone, you name it. They make briolettes and everything. Daggers are most generally check glass, but who knows? You might be able to find something else out there, a different material. I'm not really sure. But all the daggers I've seen have been check glass. So, so at least you know that, they're out there and you can get them. Let's put this other one on, and then we'll do one more project. All right. There we go. Oops. And then here is our cute little wild necklace. How cute is that? All right, let's put those away. You guys, I went through a lot of my stuff. Look at that. I got just like little tiny things left. All right, so let's grab one of these, a little bit bigger of one. And let's do some wire wrapping around that. But let's add like some other pretty blues to it. Maybe we can do something fancy. Yeah, let's grab some of these copper ones, because I think I'm going to grab some copper colored wire. Let me see. Oh, I actually have it right here. So I have antique bronze, which is close enough. And this is a really, really super soft wire. It's a craft wire, and it's the gauge is 20 gauge, but do you see how pliable it is? It's a craft wire. So sometimes that's really good for doing wraps too, unless you're doing like something like creating like a circle on it or something like that. But we're just gonna go ahead and wrap this larger brio. So this is one I'd probably use as like an earring drop or as a pendant even. So let's just put on our wire, and we're gonna do it just like we did the others. So we have our longer one going straight up. Oh, sorry, I was off camera. Over top of the briolette, and then our shorter one, we're just gonna wrap it around just a couple times. All right, just to create that nice little base there. All right, see, just like that. Let's trim off our excess. Squish down anything sharp. All right, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these little blue beads here. Put that on top, like so. Okay, so it's just like that. And then we're going to make a loop, and we're gonna make it so that if I wanted to hang it on a necklace, I can. So we're gonna make it facing, going this way. So it like creates like its own little jump ring or bail, right? So just like that. And then we're gonna grab onto it with our pliers. And because this is so malleable, I'm gonna just take my hand and feed that around. And I'm gonna go around the front of my blue bead and around one more time. So I went around the front of my blue bead there and then around another time. And now I'm up here on the side. And we're just going to like feed on a bead. I have to go like all the way. I cut way too much wire off. And then we're gonna bring that bead down close to our pendant, all right? So like this, and it can be offside like that. It can be off-centered. But then we're gonna wrap some more around the bottom of that bead. And we're gonna come back around the front again. And let's grab one of these copper ones now. Whoop, I just flung it off and went into my hand. That was amazing. Put one of these on, drop it down. We're gonna place it right there and wrap around again, around the back, back to the front. Let's do another blue one. You can just kind of stagger these. And it's just gonna add a little bit of something to your briolet. Okay, so it looks like this. And then we're just gonna finish wrapping underneath one more time. So now we have that. And then we'll cut that in the back. I'm coming, Cheeto. And then we'll tuck that in like so. And there's our wrapped briolet with our little crystals on it. And it looks really cute, right? All right, guys, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna go ahead, I'll turn this around and try these on. It'll give me a chance to let my cat in because he's driving me crazy. And I'll be right back. Okay, I wrangled a Cheeto. So here's Cheeto, everybody. My big kitty. He's a big boy. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Can you say hi, buddy? All right, you can go. All right. You come in here and annoy me, I'm gonna pick you up. Okay, so here's our earrings. Get the light shining on us better here. There we go. Ooh, look at those. They kind of glow, don't they? Those are really pretty. Let's put our necklace on. It's very fun and spiky. Look how much fun that is. That is really cool, you guys. It looks kind of edgy. I'm cool now. All right, and then you remember our bracelets. So we have our green one. Very cute. And then our blue briolet one. And then our pretty little pendant. All right, guys. I hope this one was fun for you, something different, hopefully. If you want to see anything more, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, tell me what your favorite bead is as far as like a dagger or a briolette. What do you like? What do you don't like? If you have any hangups on them, what are they? You know, just give me some ideas and maybe we can approach them all. So I hope you like this one. I know I had fun making it. It was a lot of fun. I'm kind of obsessed over this necklace now. It looks like teeth. It's kind of cool. All right, guys, I'm sending you all my love. Have a wonderful night, and I hope you have a wonderful week. And I will be seeing you again real soon. Bye.